Now here are some examples of what I was talking about where we can use the zero product property when we're dealing with degrees higher than 2. So this works in polynomial equations, not just your quadratic polynomial, but solving by factoring works when you have a degree 3, a degree 4, a degree 5. As long as you can factor it, you can use your zero product property. So we're going to use our zero product property here. I'm going to identify that I have 4 terms here. So I'm going to try to solve this by grouping. So I'm going to factor by grouping, which will lead me to solving. So out of the first 2 terms, I can take out an x squared, and that's going to leave me x plus 2. Out of the next 2 terms, I can take out a negative 4, and that's going to leave me with x plus 2, and that's equal to 0. I'm going to further factor. They both have an x plus 2 in common. That's going to leave me x squared minus 4. And then x plus 2 times the difference between these 2 squares is x plus 2, x minus 2. So I get x plus 2 equals 0, x plus 2 equals 0, x minus 2 equals 0. So I get x equals negative 2, x equals negative 2, and x equals positive 2. Now negative 2 occurred twice. So we say x equals negative 2, and then in parentheses I'm going to put multiplicity 2, comma 2. So I can do that, or I can say x equals 2. So there's my 2 answers. X equals negative 2 with a multiplicity of 2 because it occurred twice, and then also x equals 2. Let me put that in color. I'm going to put this one in color so that you can see. X equals negative 2, and then I usually write MULT, multiplicity 2, and then the other answer is x equals positive 2. So there's 3 answers. One occurs twice. It's kind of a cool situation. Let's see what happens on the next one. This time I have 3 terms, and I always look for that greatest common factor, and they all have an x in common. So I'm going to factor out an x, and then I'm going to try to factor the remaining trinomial. So 2x times x gets me back to 2x squared. And then this time I need a negative 3, but I need the 2 outer and the inner to be negative 5. So I'm going to put positive 1 and negative 3 so that I get that negative 6x, positive 1x. So the order definitely matters. Now that I've properly factored, I'm going to solve. X equals 0, that's my first variable factor. 2x plus 1 equals 0, that's my second variable factor. And x minus 3 equals 0, that's my third variable factor. So my answers are x equals 0, negative 1/2, and positive 3. And that's what I was attempting to do with the comma on the previous problem. It was just a little messy because in the order that I had written them in. But you can write your answers just like that. X equals 0, negative 1/2, and 3, just like you're listing your solutions. We'll come back in the next video and we'll talk about the square root method. We'll talk about completing the square, and then we've got that quadratic formula coming up.